Time now for Talk of the Town. And with me is Nick Rothschild and Brady King. And we're talking about the Broncos' 10th win in a row. But you know what? This one kind of felt different, guys. They never trailed, which they had to come back and win in their previous 9 wins in a row. They were up the whole time. They were playing the previously 2-10 Raiders. It kind of felt like we're expected to win. They took the lead. They went on to win. It was kind of blue collar, nothing spectacular except Mims's punt return for a touchdown. So, Brady, are we kind of like spoiled? Like they've won 10 in a row. Yes, they're supposed to win, and they did.
Yeah, we might be a little bit spoiled, but this game was boring in the best way. I think we finally needed something that just felt like they cruised to victory rather than these last-second things, even though it did end up being a one-score win once again, their 8th of the season. However, I feel like the Broncos handled this game from start to finish in all phases. I don't think we were ever really worried, but also the end goal is Super Bowl. So I think until we get to the playoffs, these wins are not going to feel like, oh my God, because we already know this team's capable of going far.
Maybe your point about being spoiled is more about the last 10 years of Broncos football than this season, that we've been conditioned to just get really excited about any time that they win. But when you beat a bad team and you do it in a fashion that the Broncos did today, I think you should just say, we did good. Let's move on.
The rush game, 152 yards rushing. R.J. Harvey, 17 carries, 74 yards, a touchdown, 6 catches for 25 yards. He's the joker, man. Okay, that's your joker is R.J. Harvey. Yeah. Evan Ingram, you need to step it up a little bit here. But Bo Nix, 31 of 38, rushing touchdown. Defense with 4 sacks, held the Raiders to 40 yards on the ground. I mean, this is what this team is built to do. This is the way it's supposed to look.
Yeah, I thought the offense looked great today, and they need that, specifically R.J. Harvey. If they're going to go far into the postseason, they need him to be clicking, and I really do feel like he's hit his stride, especially with J.K. Dobbins out. He's going to be that guy, and with Evan Ingram, he's still working his way into the mix, but R.J. Harvey is going to be the key to this team.
The thing we've been waiting for RJ to do is be a little more decisive, and I think he is working into that role. Let's show some love to Jaleel McLaughlin. He looked like he was finding holes better today as well. But the big thing to me, outside of the running game, which is the gold star of the game, 11 different receivers caught a pass from Bo Nix today. The distribution on this offense was very balanced, and I think that's going to be important in the playoffs as well. Yes, you want to establish the run the football, football win, game on ground. But Bo Nix is going to have to throw, and the more he can keep defenses off balance by throwing to different guys, I think the more likely they are to have success.
Well, I think the thing to celebrate, too, is 13 games into the season, the Broncos are 11-2. They own the tiebreaker over the Patriots for the 1 seed. Patriots also 11-2 on a bye week. But, I mean, with 4 games left in this season, if you would have said before the Broncos were the 1 seed before the season started in training camp, we're going to be the 1 seed at 11-2, we would have all just gone absolutely bonkers. So that is certainly something to celebrate, because now we can look ahead to the playoffs and say, okay, they haven't clinched yet, but they're this close to being in already, Brady. Mm-hmm. But the 1 seed, to get home field advantage, to get that first round bye, that is certainly in sight right now.
Yeah, it would be massive. They have a 99.6 or something percentage to make the playoffs, a 94, 95% chance to get that 1 seed, which is obviously the key. And I think what's great is that the Broncos have 3 of their next 4 games at home. They have yet to lose a game at home. So I think that can only mean good things for staying ahead of the Patriots in the AFC.
Yeah. I see the 1 seed, ladies. There it is on the horizon. Uh-oh. Nick, I also see the Green Bay Packers coming to town next week at 9-3-1.
Yeah, aye, Captain. Micah Parsons to the starboard side. This is going to be a great sort of test for the Broncos in the sense of, like, they're going to face a playoff caliber team that does it the right way at the line of scrimmage. They have maybe one of the best front sevens in all of football on the defensive side. They have an offensive line that is built to run the football. So, look, I actually, and I said this a couple weeks ago, I actually think it wouldn't be so bad if the Broncos lose one of the 2 next games against the Jags or the Packers, because it won't really affect their playoffs. I mean, obviously, if the Patriots beat Buffalo and all that, blah, blah, blah. But I think they need a reset at some point before we get to the playoffs. So I
Yeah.
actually would like them to lose one of the last 4 games. And if you do it to an NFC team, it doesn't affect your standing as much as an AFC team. But this will be, I don't want to call it a Super Bowl preview, but it certainly is going to feel like the playoffs next weekend.